Hey guys, Miss Charlie here with the tag video. I saw Miss Andi do this tag and decided to go ahead and do it as well. Some of the questions in it I've kind of answered in my Get Ready With Me, how I got into makeup, but then there's some other questions in here that I don't think I've addressed in that video. My lighting is a little weird today, so I apologize. But it's called the Makeup Journey tag, so I'm going to go ahead and do the tag. And the look that I'm doing is that I did is for a upcoming 2 or 3 looks 1 palette using the new Unearthly Cosmetics Warms My Blood palette, which is from Queen of the Damned, which is Aaliyah. I love my Aaliyah, I miss Aaliyah, but I had to get this palette. But this is just one of the looks that's going to be shown in that video coming soon. But today we're going to do the tag. So there are 10 questions. The first question is, what age did you start wearing makeup? I started wearing makeup when I was 11 or 12. I didn't do like a full face or anything like that. I wore some eyeshadow, mascara, liner, you know, lipstick, things like that. That was about it. I didn't do a lot of, you know, foundation and things like that until a little bit later on, probably when I was 12, when I was 13, maybe 14, excuse me, but mostly just shadows, mascara, liner, and lips. The second question is, who taught you? Well, I taught myself. My mom didn't wear a bunch of makeup. She didn't hardly wear anything at all. She just wore powder and lipstick. That was it. I started looking at a lot of magazines and seeing a lot of influence from there, and then also just going to the library and getting makeup books that tell you how to use it, the color wheel, things like that. And that's what kind of got me experimenting more with like eyeshadow and things like that from reading the books that I got from the library. So I taught myself basically. Number 3, first step in your makeup routine is I hydrate my skin. Or hydrate and do a lip scrub. I always do a lip scrub and then a lip balm. And then afterwards I put some type of hydrating mist on my face or moisturizer, things like that. So that's the first things that I do, lip scrub and lip balm. And then I do a moisturizer and a hydrating spray before I put anything else on. Number 4, what is the favorite part of doing your makeup and why? The eyes. Because you can be more creative with colors and experimenting with different designs on your eye shape, you know, things like that. There's so many ways to do your eyeshadow. So eyeshadow is my thing. And my wings, it took me a while to get them the way I wanted them. So eye makeup is my favorite. Number 5 is your least favorite. My brows. My brows, I've gotten better at it. It took me a while to get it down because it used to take me a long time to do them. But I can really do them really quickly now. I can do them in like 5 or 10 minutes versus it used to be when I was still learning how to do my shape and whatnot. It took me like sometimes 15 to 20 minutes. And then sometimes I just would be just picky and overdoing it and have to go back and redo it. That was a journey. But the least thing I hate doing is my brows. Number 6 is, what kind of makeup do you have the most of? Eyeshadow palettes. Currently I have over 200 eyeshadow palettes. Just palettes, not singles, not liquid, not anything, just eyeshadow palettes. I have over 200. I have decluttered a few, but I have, in the last 2 months, I've taken on more than what I expected to buy, but some of these releases are just hard to resist. But I have curated my stuff a little bit better than I used to. When I used to just buy the new because it was new. Now I'm doing things that's more aesthetically pleasing for me, things that I know I'm going to use and things that I know I'm going to enjoy more. and mostly colorful things. I do have neutral things in there. I don't mind wearing neutrals because I wore them for a long time, but a lot of the things in my collection are colorful. But that's the one I have the most of, is my eyeshadow palettes. The number 7 is, what eye looks do I enjoy doing the most? I will do whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'll do a halo eye, I will do a cut crease, a half cut crease, a full cut crease. It doesn't really matter to me. I like playing with makeup and doing different shapes and things like that. I like, you know, playing to see if I can do this or if I can do this, because, you know, depending on your eye shape, it's going to look different. I mean, you can do it. No matter what your eye shape, you just have to make it, you just have to format it for your particular eye shape. And mine are almond shaped, so I can do some things, but then some things on those with a rounder eye look different on me because my eyes are elongated when their eye is round. So you have to just perfect it for your eye shape, but you can basically do any eye look that you want. You just have to perfect it for your eye shape. Number 8 is, what part of your makeup routine do you wish you could do better? I don't really have anything because I think most of my routine is good. I've practiced and worked a lot to get it the way I want it. I don't see anything in my routine that I could do better, but you could always do better at anything. You could always do better at applying lipstick. You can always do better at applying eyeshadow or liner or mascara or brows or whatever. It depends on you, but I personally don't think that there's anything that I can do better unless it's, you know, perfecting more of my eye looks. That's the only thing I can think of. Number 8 is, number 9 is, do you try to match your makeup to your outfit of the day or vice versa? I have a makeup calendar. So I pull out of a bag that has all of my eyeshadow palettes in it, and I pull that, and that tells me what I'm gonna use for the day. And I put it on my calendar, and I'll put it up for like a few days at a time or a week at a time. And whatever is there, I will go through that palette, or I'll pull it out and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do this look. And then when I go to get dressed, I'm going to try to match what I'm going to do to what I'm wearing. Sometimes it's vice versa, it depends. But most of the time I try to match what I have on, or I match my makeup to what I have on, or I can do it vice versa. It depends on the situation. Like today, I'm wearing more red, but I have on a red headband and red lips and red earrings because I'm doing, and these are vampire earrings because I'm doing a palette that is associated with a vampire. And then the color is, you know, red. And then my shirt is orange and red. So it kind of goes together. So it depends on the situation. And then number 10 is, what advice would you give to someone starting out with makeup? Start at the drugstore. Of course, don't start at the high end. Start at the drugstore. Find your aesthetic. Don't think that just because someone's doing something that's what you should do. You do things to fit your aesthetic, how you are. So when you wear your makeup, that tells a story about how you are and the things that you like. Don't wear neutrals all the time. If you like color, jump into the color, play with it, practice. You know, if you work all day and you come home and you know, wash up and go to bed, get ready for bed, play with your makeup before you go to bed. It's just gonna wash off. You know, you wanna try a different eye look, or you wanna try a liner, or you wanna try a graphic liner or a cut crease or something. Do that before you go to bed. You're just gonna wash it off anyway, but that's kind of practice. So you do things that are fitting to you, not because an influencer told you, or TikTok told you, or your mom told you, or whoever told you. You do it to suit you. You're the one who has to wear it. You are the one who has to be happy with what it looks like. If other people don't like it, that's too bad. That's too bad. you do it for yourself before you do it for someone else. Make yourself happy. If you like the way you look, if you like bright colors, if you like wearing black, if you like wearing red, if you like wearing green, wear it. Because that just tells people this is you. You're not trying to cover up. You're not trying to be something you're not. So when you start wearing makeup, again, start at the drugstore. Start with something inexpensive. Play around with it before you jump to something else. And also find those things that match you as a person, so that when people see you, they see this, because this is like a first impression. And if you're wearing something, you're like, oh, but you don't usually wear neutral colors. You always wear colorful clothes and things like that. And your personality is colorful. Let that be a statement to let people know this is me. This is me. This is how I am. This is how I look, and I am very invested in this. And if you want to come along for the ride, great. If not, peace out. But that was the makeup journey tag. I will tag a few people to do this tag. If I haven't seen them already do it, I will list them down below. If you know anyone else who has done it, let me know. I like to watch them and watch their answers. But this was fun, and thank you, Andi, for giving me the idea. And go watch hers. I will link hers down below as well. And also stay tuned for the looks coming up with this Warms by Blood palette coming soon. Let me know if you did pick it up, and let me know the answers to these questions, your answers. But thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone who follows me on Instagram and here on YouTube. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you all. Take care, and we'll talk to you in the next video.